in Week 9. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Allen. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They go play action here on 1st down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen being chased out left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a...
It's in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to one.
Now Joe Mixon looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To the air. Allen dumps it off to Mixon. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. On play action, Allen. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Dancing to his left, and his pass incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. This one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
To throw, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
Lucky 56.
And again, it's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Fighting to stay upright. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll run it here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They come out here in the I.
3-19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He'll drop to throw. Binds, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
A final shot before half for Allen. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Allen. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep left side, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All right, partner, let's go to cliche time. We're all back to even after that score tied the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Darren Worley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. It's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So a clutch field goal there off the upright and in. That ties this thing here in the late going. I'm going to say that he called bank there. What do you think?
He did not call bank.
I think he called bank.
There's no way he called bank on that one. You want to give your head coach some heart murmurs, though? Banking field goals in the 4th quarter because he's going to need an oxygen mask after that one.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
No, check, Patriot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13 and also the 1st down. On the run, this is Hunt. And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He's going to get it running right. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Atlanta, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers,